Hey guys, and welcome to another brand new video. In this video, we have some pretty cool news going on over here where there's a brand new Halo leak. You guys heard that correctly, coming over here for the PlayStation 5. Now, right now in this gaming sphere, we're hearing a lot of bits and pieces of random gaming news, and right now we're kind of seeing a lot of Xbox news as well. We're seeing that PlayStation 5 might be getting a bunch of brand new Asian-style games. We're hearing that Xbox obviously has their big event showcase tomorrow, which we may go and co-stream, may not. It kind of depends on a few little other various things. We actually might be live up on YouTube to go and watch it. So if you guys are kind of curious for the Summer's Games Fest, we might be doing that. No guarantees. If not, we'll probably be doing it on Twitch or watch it at some point on Twitch too. So make sure you guys are following up on that. But either way, there's a lot of cool gaming news coming out right now. We covered up some news of the potential Xbox handheld. We're now hearing brand new games that have not been leaked by anyone else. PlayStation also is once again getting here even more and more leaks on the upcoming Lego Horizon game, which might be reportedly coming out very soon, and a lot of other various things too as well coming on out. So let's go talk about it. Make sure you guys are subscribed with the notifications on. We have the Twitter and Twitch room down below in case you guys would like to go and follow, and let's dive into the news. And as well, for the kind of the quick day-to-day update in case you guys have been following, GameStop has been going nutty and also might be making big history. Make sure you guys aren't just YOLO investing, but it kind of seems crazy that we've seen a huge percentage increase, and one of the people with a kind of leverage position might be going and dropping in all honesty, I think it's a 12 million share buy or something ridiculous. So if you guys hear about GameStop news the next few days, go and watch that because it's been very intriguing. So first and foremost, I think the biggest news over here is on Halo. And not only just being ported on over for Halo Infinite, which is obviously the big kind of mainstream game, which people are still playing, although not as much as people would expect for a Halo game. But right now we're seeing some of the bigger news out here. That the very first Halo game is reportedly being considered now for the PlayStation 5. Although this won't apparently be announced during this Xbox June game showcase, which some people might be assuming this might be a little closet leak. We're still waiting for Fable news and other news out there. This one is intriguing. So the very first game in the Halo series, Halo Combat Evolved, is reportedly being considered for a release on PlayStation 5. Now, this is going to be a full-on weird vibe. So first and foremost, Bungie obviously made the very first Halo. And as of this point, Bungie was owned by Xbox, then went independent, then was on Game Pass, then went independent again, and then went to PlayStation. So it's been full circle ever. It's been tossed around Anyway, so when it comes to these games, it's intriguing because this would be the biggest, and I would mean, at least in my opinion, the biggest symbolic relationship shift when it comes to Xbox to PlayStation, literally giving them their bread and butter little baby, the very first Halo series. And I almost want to wonder, because you know how sometimes you see those dramatic tweets and posts where it's this is a metaphor. Or Xbox is passing the torch to PlayStation, being you do this and this and this. I don't know, maybe I could probably see someone farming that on Twitter. But when it comes to this is in my opinion, I'll farm it on YouTube, a big deal. Where it is, once again, kind of the passing of the torch. Because we've already allowed them to go have other games, you've seen Sea of Thieves, etc. And we also made a video on it before, where Kina, the Bridge of Spirits, is going to be also has a proper release date on Xbox. It really is a you scratch my back, I scratch yours. So, when it comes to this one, according to The Verge, Microsoft is working on some sort of a remaster of Halo Combat Evolved. It's reportedly part of Microsoft's big brand new multi-platform strategy, Project Latitude, which is we want games everywhere. We want Call of Duty on PlayStation, Steam, on Nintendo. We want Halo on everywhere. We might even want to go port Halo Infinite everywhere else. And we did see some Halo Infinite initial leaks. Same thing with hearing initial leaks on when it came to Starfield. So we're kind of seeing all this news coming out, and I think that's cool. I think everyone, and give me your comments down below, I think everyone on the entire planet would agree that having all of these games on every platform is huge for us gamers. But it also kind of goes into a little bit of a scary concern, which we may want to separate into a separate video, where the PlayStation 5 might become a monopoly if Xbox is essentially bringing all those games out there, which is really bad for the consoles. Maybe okay for gaming, because I always say gaming is more so moving towards PC and phones, mobile. But that might be a completely separate video, but it is another background concern. But either way, I think for us in the current day and age, consumers having the options to play these games, I'm kind of down with everything. So basically, the PlayStation 5 is one of the more obvious options here, but also that might mean that the Nintendo Switch might also be getting their hands on Halo. So if this remaster does exist, which is still on these early leaks side and may not be mentioned as upcoming June 9th showcase, will also it's just big. Halo on PlayStation would be huge. Anyway, So there's also with this big showcases will be reportedly featuring new entries in the Doom series, intriguingly enough, as well as also, as I mentioned in prior videos, at least in my thoughts, a new entry in the Gears of War franchise. I do think Gears of War could potentially have a nice stay this time, in terms of having just a good third over-the-top shoulder shooter, and also new Doom game, fantastic. Don't forget they do own Bethesda. It's been a while since the last Doom game. I'd probably play it. I'd be down. So Microsoft has already brought some of its former Xbox exclusives to PlayStation, as I'm sure you guys probably know, and also the Switch. So Pentiment, Sea of Thieves, Hi-Fi Rush, Grounded, and like I said, we now have the release date for Kena over on Xbox, and also MLB The Show has also ended up on Xbox. Halo Combat Evolved was the first released for the original Xbox in 2001, got a remaster in 2011 as Halo Combat Evolved Anniversary for the 360, and it is also part of the Halo Master Chief Collection, which I'm also surprised that the Master Chief Collection is not the one that's going to PlayStation first, mainly because that is a still active game. Try to have some sort of crossplay involved would make a lot of sense, would make a lot of people happy. For some reason, it's not there. So either way, this is very, very big news, and it seems like this has been floating around throughout the gaming sphere quite a bit. Now, as well, some intriguing stuff, too, as we covered on yesterday's video. We are still now seeing this rumored LEGO Horizon game coming now, but also to PC. Now, we heard the initial rumors that it was going to be a PS5 game, which is fine. I'm cool with that. That's kind of expected. Sony game, whatever. Exclusive. That's not really big of news. The game itself, yes, but just being on PS5, no. But PC, day one. Now, that's kind of been a big topic, too, for looking at Helldivers, where they did launch and simul-launch on PC, them trying to bring all these PS5 games to PC, the future of PlayStation with the brand new CEOs, and their new change-up on how they're planning on releasing and selling games. This, being day one on PC, would be huge. I mean, the game itself might be a quote-unquote flopper, but in terms of what they're doing for their business strategy, this is big. So Sony's rumored LEGO game based on Gorilla's Horizon series will launch one day on both PlayStation 5 and PC, it is claimed. The latest word on this yet to be announced project comes from some reliable leaker, Bill B. Kuhn, which has always been good, who said we can expect to hear more about this game as of the Summer Game Fest, maybe tomorrow. So we might see a video on that tomorrow. In addition, the pre-order phase of the game will open right after this announcement. Thus, we can conclude that we will probably be treated to a gameplay trailer as well during this. So basically, I think we've been seeing now of online listings and rumors that there will be the pre-orders for the game itself, which I think is good. I want this. I'll probably play it. It may not be my most sought after game, but if it looks fun, cool environment, and which I think LEGO would make it look fun and cool, and I have played other LEGO games, maybe it's more for kids, I don't know, you guys can judge me, but I do usually like them. Let's probably check them on out. So while Billy Kuhn said they were unsure about when the LEGO Horizon game would be released, they said it will be playable in both single player and co-op, with also cross-platform support, which once again, that's the bigger deal in this video. The fact that PS5 games are now, although maybe not 100, this isn't the Spider-Man God of Wars, but they are now simultaneously being launched on PC rather than waiting 6 months or a year. That I think is a big, big win. So it will come in 2 editions, standard and deluxe editions, although when this deluxe edition will be known as or how much the game will retail at, I'd maybe guess $60 if I had to guess. There's also mentions of in-app purchases, which I would not like, but we'll go and see. Lastly, Sony's upcoming LEGO Horizon game will require users on PC, though, to have the PSN account. I'm not a big fan of that. We saw recent news with Until Dawn and God of War requiring that. It's maybe one of those things where we have the standardization where we just expect it. I don't like that. Helldivers kind of had some feedback and pushback, but it seems like most people didn't really care at the end of the day, executives. So it's kind of sucky. I don't like that. So they also said we first got word of this rumored Horizon project last month too as well. So we have a chance to go and discuss this a decent bit. Now, last but not least, we saw a pretty intriguing thing over here from the gaming leaks and rumors. We're coming from the upcoming Summer Games Fest. And this is just intriguing information. It's $250,000 for a 1-minute trailer, $350,000 for 1.5 minutes for a trailer, $450,000 for 2 minutes, and $550,000 for 2.5 minutes, saying that this is very expensive and the show is going to make a lot of money. Now, some people are saying the actual showcase itself does, take a lot to have a stadium, in a little, whatever you guys I don't know, just want to call it, just a big stage and all that, with also actors, people paying jobs, etc., prep work, all of that. But it's also insane to see how much money some of these shows can actually make off just like a $10 million show. So they're also making ad revenue from built-in sponsors. So these are just trailers, but they'll sometimes have like Red Bull and other various big companies, or I think even Game Pass at one point sponsor the showcase. And as well, they've also ran like Twitch ads. They go and do Twitch promotions, YouTube ads, etc. So they're going to make a lot of money off this regardless. Like this is definitely a $10 million plus show, and they've been working in like, I think 3 or so. I think they do the Summer Games Fest, Game of the Year Awards, and also Gamescom. And they sometimes do like mini minute shows as well. So kind of crazy to see this in the day. So give me your thoughts and comments and everything down below. We have the Twitter and Twitch if you guys want to follow. And I appreciate y'all for watching. First place.